Sleepy Keys Craft Corner. Today we are doing some tablescaping for the holiday season, where we're going to be utilizing a number of different fabrics, textures, and fun ornamental pieces that are going to be sure to add a lot of fun and whimsy to your holiday table. Now, the first thing I want to do is start out with whatever we're going to use as our floral foam base for a centerpiece. The centerpiece of your holiday table should really speak to something that you find interesting and fun in your holiday season. It should really be personalized for you and your family and friends. Now, this is just an old ornament that's been in my family for quite some time, and so it's a little heavy for the tree and also kind of delicate, so I thought that maybe I could use this instead as a piece for the tablescape. And you could do that with any of your ornaments, really. Ornaments could be used for you could use it for a nameplate. You could use an ornament for something on the side of a guest's glass that indicates whose glass is whose. Now, an ornament or piece like this would be far too large to hang on someone's glass, but you could find something a little bit smaller. What else could you use? Well, another fun way to tell whose glass is whose is to maybe tie a bow around it. And if you've got a number of different ribbons, if they're holiday ribbons or just regular craft ribbons, you could certainly use those to signify whose glass is whose. Really, what you don't want is for folks to get their glasses mixed up or not be sure which glass is theirs, and then they're going around using more and more glasses in your home, and you eventually run out of glasses, and then say, oh well, I guess time to drink out of a mug, which I like. I like to drink out of mugs, but not everybody does, and they would look down upon that. Yes, what else? All right, we need the floral foam centerpiece first. So let's see how we can incorporate this into our holiday tablescape. Here's what I think I'll do. I have this ornament, which I think I want to be part of my tablescape or centerpiece. And then I've got the floral foam here, which I could then use to decorate with different types of ornamental and sparkly glittery items. So let's see what we have that we can add to this floral foam. You can get these floral foam pieces from most any craft store. This I picked up secondhand, but it didn't look as if it had been used, so I figured it would be okay to use it now. But you can see this one's roughly I would say 8 inches around. It's not too big. Okay, so I'm going to put my ornament back in here, and then let me see what I can find. I think I'll start with, these almost look like little, like snowflakes almost. So I had a heck of a time trying to get this, the tag off, but now it came off easily. So it's a beautiful sort of snowflake with a gorgeous rhinestone in the middle. And what I think I want to do is, I guess, poke this part in here. And, well, maybe I'll just have it come down. Just have this come down over here. come back to this one because I feel like it's got a lot of potential, but see. I'll just lay something like this around here. Maybe I'll put that over here. Yeah. And then maybe I'll put another one right here. And then I'll put this one over here. Okay. And I should probably switch it up with another color or texture. So maybe something like, oops. Maybe right there. And then I've got these beautiful red florals. They have quite a lot of glitter on them, but right back here. Oh no, maybe I'll put this one up here. No, over here. Maybe actually up front here. I might have to move this over a little bit. You can still see our Santa fella right here. He's actually helping to weigh it down a little bit. Let's put this over here. And I could just clip on something like this. These already have clips built in, which makes it really easy to just attach it to anything on the table. But you could also use something like this if you wanted to, you could, I guess, use it to attach your napkins together. That might look nice. Oops. So I'm going to put that here. Put this one here. And that just leaves us with this really pretty one that has sort of these gold baubles on it. Can't even see it anymore. There's so much going on over here. Let's fill out some space, maybe over here. Or back here. last but not least, the beautiful snowflakes I mentioned earlier. Well, there's an overhead view of our beautiful centerpiece. I'm seeing now that it would have made more sense to maybe add something that lines around this floral foam before we got started, because quite a bit of it is exposed still. So if I could, maybe I'll start over and change out my Santa Claus instead for a decorative candle. Now, this decorative candle, as you can see, it has not been opened, nor should it be opened. When it comes to having a holiday candle, you want to leave it in the package so that it stays pristine for years to come. And no one on the table will really mind that it's a candle that's not in use, but instead one that is preserved in freshness. This one has two wonderful bells on the side, one green and one red, and then a bow wrapping the bag on the top. What I think I might do instead is just place something on the floral foam, maybe some garland, maybe some decorative ribbon, and then I'll put my pieces back in the foam so they'll stick upright. And I'm going to put this candle in the middle, but because everything's flammable, I don't want to light it. So that's another reason that we can keep our candle fresh, because everything on the table is flammable. I've added this decorative and elegant ribbon around the outside of the floral foam, and I'm just taping it together. Now, instead of piercing the floral foam, I will instead maybe just have one or two items that are sticking out and upward, but for the most part I want to cover up the rest of this, so I'm just going to place them on top, just like that. I do like this one though. And maybe put this one here. That's looking really good. Oh, maybe I'll put this one over here. And this one here. And maybe this one there. Wow, that looks great. So, there's our centerpiece. There's the showstopper of our tablescape. But what else do we need? Now, of course, we're going to need a couple of plates, and ideally you're going to have a festive holiday plate for your tablescape. I love anything with a tartan print like this, where you've got a red and green plaid, and then something decorative in the middle. In this case, we have a French horn. I can't think of a more Christmassy instrument than a French horn. Maybe an oboe, maybe an acoustic guitar, but French horn really takes the cake. And this French horn has some holly berries on the side of red, and then green leaves as well. Now, holly berry leaves are always pretty pokey, so watch out when you have those. But what I like even more than a French horn that's festive is a goose. And this goose has holly decoration tied around its neck, because you can't just have a regular goose on your plate. It does need to be a goose that has something tied around its neck. I can't stress that enough. So I want to use these on my tablescape because they are so festive, and I am sticking with a pretty simple red and green color motif, sorry. So we'll set those out like that. Gosh, I love that goose. As for our silverware, I have the plaid red and white napkins, the cloth napkins. And with those, I'm just going to tie them together and use a bow in a contrasting and festive green. Look at that. To set the table. Now we've got the red and green here, the red and green here, the red and green over here. It's red and green overload, but in the most beautiful way. You will need some glassware for your table as well. If I had to choose one glass, it's always going to be green goblet, because, I mean, red goblet works well for the holiday season too, but this really stands out beautifully with any sort of liquid that you've got in it, whether it's water or cranberry ginger ale. But more than anything else, what you want to have in this goblet is Martinelli's, so sparkling grape juice. So here's your goblet, and look at how nice that looks next to this beautiful setup here. And last but not least, you want a place to set your mashed potatoes while they're still warm, if you're having mashed potatoes, but I hope you are. Now, this is just a beautiful handmade stocking, and it is made out of a nice wool and very sturdy, to where it's not like a cheapy, acrylic. And so you can use a stocking like this as a trivet. So you can put your hot plates on this, and not only is it, a fun decorative stocking that looks great on your table, but it's also dual use as a place to put your warm pots and pans on. So that's it for our elegant holiday tablescape. Again, best thing to keep in mind here is adding some fun sparkle, three-dimensional whimsy, and ideally a duck with something around its neck.